What up? It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios. App like you got some sense. Smash the like and subscribe button. We like it when you do that here. And if y'all digging the content, come on, y'all, share it. Share the content. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us. Subscriber count keeps climbing because we keep putting out stuff that just asks questions. And we kind of read between the lines. On today's list, we've got Kawhi Leonard. He's off the USA basketball team, and I want to talk about that. And I got a question to ask. That's coming from The Athletic and Shams Chanara. And psyched to be in Dallas, and like I said, it does nothing but further corroborate what we've said on this podcast when we said he's on fire and he's in Dallas with a vengeance. So, like I said before, Klay Thompson even broke his silence and he gave an interview. We were saying that was a thing, and we'll cover that out of The Athletic with Tim Cato. Also, Deion Sanders. Big 12 Media Day was yesterday, and he was acting like the prettiest girl in the room. We'll go over what was said, what wasn't said, what was implied, and just how the Colorado Buffalo season may end up. The NBA resumes its investigation into Kevin Porter Jr. That's a story out of CBS and James Herbert. I like to refer to things as BV, before Vern, and AV, after Vern. So we'll go ahead and check those out and many more when we come back from a quick 20 from an unofficial sponsor of the show. Drop the spot. McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Download the app, order online, or visit your good folks at your local McDonald's. McDonald's. I'm loving it. So we're going to start the association. Kawhi Leonard, he's off the USA basketball team, and he has declined to play because of chronic knee soreness and inflammation. And he's dealt with these injuries all throughout his career. Now, Kawhi, he's 33 years old, and the problems don't get better as you get older. They get worse. And so, he never said he couldn't play at full speed, but the committee agreed to the committee agreed along with him to sit out of the Olympic Games. Now, the NBA and the Clippers, they thought it was best as well that he sit this one out and rehab the knee. When anytime that big business is going to agree with, they're going to agree with you about a situation, it's not going to be in your best interest. They wanted to go ahead and protect Kawhi because they need him because Paul George left town, and they need Westbrook and Harden to stay put. Also, there's a $2 billion arena that will open up in 2024, 2025. So we see why the NBA and the Clippers organization is trying to get Kawhi Leonard. They were happy that he had that decision. If it's sore, then you need to sit it out because we need you to play to put butts in the seats. So we'll be back after we take a quick 20 from a rap album that we're promoting this month. It is Lupe Fiasco. So roll the clip. Yes, Lupe Fiasco in stores now. Samurai. I love this track. I love this whole project. The entitled track, Samurai, is one of my favorites. Mumble rap, Cake, #1 headband. I was leaving listening to it before I even got on the mic today. So shout out to Lupe Fiasco. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. Going back into the story now, in 2023, Kawhi Leonard, he played in 2 playoff games And he played in 2 playoff games. The reason why, he had a torn meniscus. He missed the entire 2021 and 2022 season, tearing his ACL in the 2021 playoffs. Now, Kevin Durant, he's also missing from the team with a calf injury, but he should be back when they reconvene in Abu Dhabi. So that's that. Now, Kawhi is being replaced by Derek White from the Celtics. It's not a bad replacement at all, but still no Kyrie Irving. And okay, I hate to do this because also when you get into who were the greatest small forwards in the game, then I just go back in this decade, okay? And if you go back and you look at the top small forwards of the decade, just look at it like this. Kawhi Leonard, where would you put him at? Where would you put him at when it goes to the best small forwards of this decade? Because if you look at the best small forwards of this decade, this is the list. There's LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Chris Middleton, Paul George, Andrew Wiggins, Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler, Marcus Morris Sr. And see, the reason why I put those guys in there like that is that I'm never going to put a guy who, like LeBron, is at the end of his rope. KD's at the end of his rope. Kawhi Leonard's at the end of his rope. Even Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton is at the end of his rope. These guys have multiple years in the league, but they also have multiple championships. When you start getting into the Paul Georges of the world, Andrew Wiggins has a championship. So why is Paul George rated higher than Wiggins? Well, Paul George is a lot more skilled than Wiggins. So then that's when you get this argument going on. But I mean, Jason Tatum, the only reason that he's ranked as low as he is that he's still writing his story. He is still living in his NBA passage. So the kid has one NBA title. However, he has an opportunity to win more than these guys here who are listed as some of the greats. This isn't a bad list. I think people forget how good Kawhi Leonard really was. Kawhi Leonard is the reason that Van Fleet and Pascal Siakam and Nick Nurse are still getting paid till this day. He won a championship in 2014 with the Spurs. Then he had injuries. He was telling them he didn't trust the team doctor. He needed a second opinion. Then when San Antonio couldn't get him to play, coerce him to play, he left. He goes to Toronto. They win a they win the NBA Finals for the first time in their franchise history. And so when people think about Kawhi Leonard, they think about what could have been and how transformative of a player that he really was. But that's when people are old enough to remember. Again, this is a what have you done for me lately kind of NBA league. And you see it all the time when players feel disrespected by the front office, they go ahead and they head for greener pastures. I'm not saying that this is the same thing with Kawhi Leonard, but if he doesn't pick up a ball and play again, look at the company he's in. And he's played half the time. Look at the company he's in. He played half the time. He has to go down as one of the best small forwards in this decade. A decade running 10 years. So from 2014 all the way to 2024, he will go down as one of the best small forwards of this decade. But where do you sit on that? Let us know. It's pretty early. We still got a lot of show. This is Big Vern at App Stupid. We still cooking.